Hey Aries, welcome to your weekly reading for October 8th through the 14th. We are going to do a general reading like always. I'm going to pull one card for love like always. If you want a reading more focused on love life, be sure to check out the Aries October 2018 love reading, which is already posted on this channel. We've got the Venus retrograde coming up, guys, and it's starting this week. It's going to be with us through November. So we're going to see what's going on during this Venus retrograde season here and how it might be affecting some of you, Aries. Let's see what we have going on, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and do a card for Monday, Tuesday. Alright, there's your Monday, Tuesday. Cards were shuffling a little rough. So Aries, this makes me feel like some of you may be at a crossroads, or you may be having a really hard time making a decision about something. Let's check out your Wednesday, Thursday. But we'll see what the cards have to say. Oh, that card just dropped. So I guess the universe is letting us know that is our card for your Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then, of course, a card for love. We gotta know what's happening with love. We can't ignore it. And, as always, I'm gonna pull a soul homework card for you guys. But we'll see what that is in just a moment, so that we're not shuffling for 10 hours at the start of the video. You've got Three of Water coming up here, guys, at the start of the video. It's funny because Three of Water came up for Gemini and Pisces as well. But it came up for them more in the love arena. So maybe some of you Aries have something going on with a Gemini or a Pisces. Not necessarily. I'm just saying there's a possibility there because there's a connection with the cards. But Three of Water is typically a really positive card. It's about having fun. It's about celebrating something. So some of you Aries, you may be getting really good news in the beginning of the week. Or you may be stressed out with the Venus retrograde energy, and you may be feeling like you want to go out and be with friends and have fun and take your mind off of some troubles. That's a strong possibility as well. Three of Water could also just be about like trying to find your community or your people. It could be about just wanting the desire to be connecting with feminine energy. So like maybe some of you women are just wanting to be around fellow women, and you just want to have some good quality girl time. Maybe some of you guys, it could just be that like you've been having pressures in your love life and you just want to hang out with some strong, supportive, fun women and just have like that healthier feminine energy around you. Not even in like a sexual way, although maybe for some of you, you're coming out of a relationship and you're like, you know, I'm going to go out and I'm going to meet some women. And I said guys, but I know there are women who also date women. So I guess the correct thing for me to say would have been if you date women instead of saying guys. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. It's just about like just wanting to be around that more just that lighter aspect of the feminine energy. And just, you know, enjoying yourself, having a good time, you know, having that support, having that nurturing, you know, laughing, all of that good stuff. For some of you, and I do say this sometimes when Three of Cups comes up, sometimes Three of Cups comes up and it says there's too much partying going on, that there needs to be some discipline, or gotta relax a little bit, gotta rein it in. So for some of you, that might be what's going on. And that is very possible with the current Venus retrograde energy, because a lot of Venus retrograde is kind of making us take a look at like where we're putting our money, where we're putting our time. Is it worth it for us? Like, is it doing something good for us? Is it helping us? Is it hurting us? So maybe some of you are like, man, you know, I've been putting money and time into partying and it's starting to affect my life in a negative way. So for some of you, you're kind of just reevaluating your friendships even. That's another thing too with the Venus retrograde. We're trying to figure out who has our back, who doesn't, who's worth our time, who isn't. So some of you are reevaluating your friendships as well. Let's check out our Wednesday, Thursday for Aries. And we have Chariot. Chariot is about moving past the situation, like just kind of getting over it, you know, moving forward, right? So it's about going in a new direction. So some of you are getting the encouragement that you need in the beginning of the week, and you're like, I'm ready, I'm gonna do this, I'm taking control of my life, I'm choosing a direction, I'm choosing a goal, and I'm just moving full force ahead towards it. In Aries, you all are very good about that. When you put your mind to something, it's gonna happen. Like you guys don't half-ass it. Like when you choose to do something, you do it. So you're really in that energy midweek where you're focused and you're moving forward. Some of you are just kind of over the things that aren't working for you anymore, that aren't paying off, and you're just like, done, next, on to the next thing. You decided that you're going to do this thing and you're moving towards it, and you're confident in yourself as you're doing it. Like you're relying on yourself. Some of you are like, I don't need this craziness, and I'm going to go and I'm going to just be independent, and I'm going to bring in good things into my life. And some of you got that encouragement and you're like, now I'm strong enough and I can do it, and I'm moving forward. So let's check out your Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Aries. Oh, and before I forget, this is major arcana. So whatever you're moving towards, this is like a major crossroads. This is a major life shift. This is something about you getting back on the right track. So those of you who were kind of, you know, with the wrong relationships or associations, you're getting readjusted on the right path for you so that you're fulfilling your life purpose, right? So if you've been worried about, oh man, like maybe I messed up, maybe I did something and it messed up my career, or maybe I did something and it messed up my love life, maybe I did something and now it's keeping me away from like my forever soulmate or whatever it might be. Chariot is like, no, like you're getting back on the right track, you're heading in the right direction. So if you've been off the rails and if you've been distracted, it's being remedied, it's being repaired, it's you're getting back on like the life plan that God and the angels have for you. So your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is Emperor. And this is another major arcana card, my dears. Another major arcana card. And it's funny that this card is coming up here in the weekend. And I'm going to, especially after the Chariot. So whatever's happening for you all midweek into the end of the week, there's some really big, heavy energies around you. Because these are both major arcana cards. This is like life purpose, life path, you know, changing a direction that's putting you back on the right track. And it's funny to me that Emperor is coming up because Emperor is also associated with the sign of Aries. And here we are doing a reading for Aries. So some of you are getting really strong in the Aries traits and you're using them to your advantage. You know, all of the signs have, you know, traits which can be used positively or negatively. And I think a lot of you are getting focused and you're like, I'm not wasting time, I'm not messing around. You know, Emperor, you know, taking your throne, taking your power, like I am doing this, I am not messing this up, I am, you know, getting what I want out of life. Another meaning of the Emperor card could be a very karmic, passionate soulmate. So some of you are realigning with a past soulmate who could be a fire sign, much like yourselves. Although I have heard it said that the Emperor card can at times be a Scorpio male. So another thing with the Venus retrograde is that it can bring exes back from the past, and it can bring like unfinished business to the table, like to just kind of work it out. And because some of you are really in this really massive crossroads and shifting into your life purpose and life path, you may actually need the soulmate. There's something about the soulmate with the connection that you have, the assurance, the mental stimulation, understanding each other, the physical comfort that this person is giving you. So again, with the Emperor, you know, I've used this analogy in previous readings as well. The Emperor to me and the Knight of Wands, they're both just kind of like the outdoor cat. If any of you have had cats, you know, like they kind of come in to be pet and loved and nurtured and have that affection and attention, and they get their fill and they're happy and they go sauntering off into the neighborhood to return whenever they darn well feel like it. Who knows when that's going to be. You see them when you see them and you don't when you don't. And that's kind of the energy here with this soulmate. This is somebody who probably maybe has come in and out of your life before. And that's just kind of like how it is with you guys. Like, you know, you have this intense connection and it's very passionate and it's very close. And then, you know, they go away. And then when they come back around, it's like nothing ever happened. It's like no time passed. You just pick right on up where you had left off. So for some of you, there's a realigning with an old love or an old flame, where there's just a lot of passion and a lot of connection. And you just may be needing that right now as you're coming into your own Aries energy and like accomplishing these things or accomplishing these goals. This may be a comforting person for you. Your love life card here is the Hanged Man, which is very interesting to me. And it makes sense because for those of you who do have this soul partner coming in, and when you have the Hanged Man here, this is telling us right now that you might not be in a relationship that's moving forward, okay? You may be at a stalemate with somebody. So for some of you who are in a current relationship with a current partner, it may be a little lackluster right now, or it may not be moving to the next step in terms of, you know, engagement or marriage, or if you're already living with someone, or if you're already married, it may not be moving towards some big milestone like, you know, having kids or buying a house or renewing vows or whatever it might be. It just might kind of be like, it's like it's just kind of there, you know. And for those of you who are single, or even if you're not single, there may be this person coming back in who's adding this layer of fire and connection and meeting the needs that the current relationship isn't meeting. But again, it's, you know, it's not going to go anywhere. This is, like I said, the outdoor alley cat, not alley cat, but like the outdoor cat. You know, it's not a house cat. It doesn't live indoors. It just, your home in a sense, right? And it's your cat in a sense, but it's not always with you. It goes wandering off and shows back up again later. Some of you who are single, you know, it might feel a little bit in limbo. Some of you may be in a complicated situation, where like it's complicated. You don't know if you're together or you're not, or you're kind of together but you're kind of not. And so some of you may have this soulmate energy where they're coming in the meantime, and it may be a gray area where it's like maybe it's cheating but it's kind of not cheating, and that's up to you, Aries, to decide what you want to do and how you want to do it. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but this is a lot of energy coming in, and I understand that some of you are going to need this comfort to lean on because you have these big changes and you're going to be working very hard, and you might just be needing that comfort and support that you get from that relationship. Let's check out your soul card, your soul homework, your soul lesson. See what the angels have to say to you all about that. And I'm using the Lou Ellen Tarot for that. And let's see what's going on here with the Lou Ellen Tarot as far as your messages for the week ahead. As far as what your soul lesson is right now. Because you do have that, you know, 2 major arcana cards back to back. Alrighty. Oh, gosh. Alright. I'm going to show you the card in a second. I'm going to show you what this is in the second, Aries. But I'm laughing. I'm giggling because this is the second time this has happened. Tonight as I'm recording these videos. It happened with another sign too. You have a card here that we spent a lot of time on. And some of you might be doubting it. And this card, it's coming up to repeat again. It's like it's shouting in your face, Aries. It's shouting in your face. The card that came up for you to remember this week is the Emperor. The Emperor. Here in this deck, it's a lion. Here in this deck, it's this badass, unimpressed, feisty, passionate man. So, again, some of you are really coming into the positive traits of being an Aries. Some of you are coming into that fire, that determination, that alpha energy, you know, emperor ruling their empire, coming into that energy. But other ones of you have this person coming in, and there's unresolved issues with this person, or this is just like a pit stop that you're going to need right now. So for some of you, you are having this person returning back into your life. And it's helping you. It's helping you as you're redirecting yourself and getting back on track. Because Aries, maybe some of you have really lost yourselves. Maybe there's been a lot of changes in your life over the past year, and maybe they've been really big changes, and maybe you've been trying really, really hard to hang in there, to make things work out. Maybe some of you are like, well, I'm an Aries, so I need to tone it down. I'm an Aries, so I gotta kind of, you know, I don't want to be too intense for other people, so I better, like, you know, rein it in here, you know. And so maybe some of you have reined it in so much to where you've begun to lose pieces of yourself. And maybe this person is helping you come back into that energy. Maybe they're helping you to, like, remember who you are, and to see that those Aries traits aren't necessarily negative, and that there's really positive things that can come of those traits, or that can be done with those traits. It's almost as if some of you are having this person coming in, giving you permission to be yourself. Like, this person's basically coming in and saying, hey, look, you know what? Like, let's just be us. Let's just do our thing, and no judgment, no restrictions, no blaming. Like, just you be you, I be me. And there's something very liberating with that, because when you're not looking at it in terms of, like, I'm trying to lock this person in, or like whatever, you're not worried about impressing, and you could just be with someone and be yourself. And there's something, like I said, liberating and very healing about that. So that's the energy some of you Aries are going to be dealing with this week, October 8th through the 14th. You might want to check out your moon sign and your rising sign. Those videos may add some extra layers that are maybe going to resonate even more so with you. It may be like just having little extra, you know, pieces of a puzzle that you can kind of expand or broaden out on. Like, if something seems to be missing, or just something seems to be missing from this reading, you may find that for yourself in your moon sign and rising sign videos. And guys, I'm really sorry. I know I haven't been doing the pick a card reading videos every week. I'm really trying to get better about that. So far, it's been once every 2 weeks, and so there's another one coming up in a couple of days. I was going to do it last week and it didn't happen. But if you subscribe to the channel and hit notification, you'll get a notification when the pick a card reading is up. Every week, you guys get this reading from me consistently. I have not failed you. And once a month, I've been doing the love readings also. So if you want more deeper love reading information, you can definitely check out the love reading for Aries for October 2018. And, you know, my friends, you might need a private reading. I am more than happy to give you a private reading. Check out the description. It has all of my readings listed, all of the prices. I have readings as low as $5. So I just try to make things affordable for everybody. And check out the free card of the day, the free pick a card every single day on the social media, AmethystAngelLight, Facebook and Instagram. So if you haven't liked the Facebook page or followed me on Instagram, go ahead and do that. You get a free card every day. You get a free pick a card every single day. And I'm very consistent with those as well. And there's a lot of positive feedback coming in. So guys, thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. And thank you for allowing me to entertain you, hopefully, somewhat, with these videos. And let me know if you need a private reading, guys. Take care, Aries.